All right, let's take note of Nestle's numbers flashing at the bottom of your screens. Here are the details we have with us at hand. The profits are up at 736 crore rupees versus 595 crores, so that's higher by about 24%. It's been the highest growth for the company in the quarter in the last 10 years, with revenues having shot up to about 4,830 crore rupees. Margins at about 22.6%. You've got the EBITDA, which is higher by nearly 18.4%. You can clearly see the stock is well scaling up. Remember, this time around, we were expected to see good momentum in the quarter, so perhaps that's not coming in entirely as a surprise. Margins could be pretty much in tandem with what the street was penciling in, but the PAT figure is definitely above street estimates, and that revenue figure as well at 4830 crore rupees is higher than what the street was working with. The total sales and domestic sales for the quarter, that's increased by 23.1% and 21.2% respectively, and that's the management saying that all of their product groups have seen double-digit growth this time around and for the past 4 quarters on the trot. And clearly, Anisha, it's looking like a healthy set of numbers.
It's a very good number coming in. Domestic sales growth at 20%. The street was expecting it's going to be a double-digit growth. Not only they have reported a double-digit growth, but the domestic sales growth has come in at 21%, and all product portfolio across the board have reported that. So very broad-based number coming in, and the company acknowledging that this is the highest growth that they have seen in a quarter in the last 10 years. So that's the kind of number that we are watching out for. Of course, the profitability is almost 150 crore higher than what we were expecting, and that's driven by the top line itself, wherein we have seen a jump up of almost 20% coming in. The margins are also expected to be on the healthy side. We are expecting that the margins were likely to improve to the levels of around 22.6 thereabouts. Let's see what the actual number has come in at. But even if you look at the e-commerce segment, that's delivered a strong growth. Exports have also reported a strong double-digit growth, and they are talking about the various segments as well, whether it's milk products and nutrition. That's seen a solid growth led by Milkmaid. Even the Nescafe business has also reported a robust growth coming in, and then confectionery was led by Kit Kat as well as Munch, which has reported a strong growth come in once again. Let's just look at the margin performance. The margin has also come in quite decent. So that's something that we are watching out at this point of time. EBITDA margin at 22.6% is bang in line with expectations. So a good top line growth, a good beat on the bottom line, good commentary coming in, and they're witnessing early signs of softening of commodity prices. So all of that is auguring well. Let's welcome on board Preeyam Tolia as well, the Senior Research Analyst at Axis Securities. Hi, thank you so much for joining us, Preeyam. Your first take on the numbers, rather a solid set?
Yeah, so the numbers are pretty strong, which is beyond our estimates, primarily led by the broad-based growth across categories. So as management has highlighted that it has delivered a double-digit growth across categories. However, the confectionery growth has seen a stronger growth as we have expected. So the numbers are pretty strong. So we are quite happy with the numbers.
Negative reaction on the counter. It saw a bit of a spike, but now it's cooling off. Is there anything that you don't like in the number, whether the margin profile, or is it just the valuations and the fact that the street was expecting a good set?
So I have not seen the numbers per se as of now, but prima facie the numbers look good. There are no one-offs or such kind that we are worried about. However, the street were also estimated the good set of numbers, but not this kind of numbers. So this is pretty good. I think the stock should recover from here. Maybe because the stock has run up since last 2 days, so it might be because of that, but it should recover going ahead.
We are seeing that. So now it's high by 0.3%. Preeyam, hold that thought. We have our researcher as well joining us, Vinny, who closely tracks the sector and the company. Vinny, your thoughts on the earnings so far?
So when you look at the numbers, Anisha, they're above the ETNA poll, above the estimates as well, and looking at the revenue, 21% jump in terms of revenue on a year-on-year basis. They've seen strong growth across their product portfolio is what they're highlighting. Double-digit growth across all their product groups is what they're seeing in the last 4 quarters as well, and this quarter also. That is what has continued for the company. Other than that, in terms of the profit, 25% jump there as well, and in margins, we're as expected, 22.6 is what we're expecting. It's coming at 22.7, slight bit of a contraction there, but the commentary is coming from the management, which is very interesting because they're highlighting that they continue to deliver obviously strong growth in terms of sales, but they are seeing a softening in terms of the commodity prices is what they're highlighting. especially in terms of commodities like edible oil, wheat, packaging material, that has seen a softening. While milk prices, yes, still a bit firm over there. Fuel prices and green coffee still remains firm. So that is something that we're keeping an eye out on. They're saying that they've seen continued increase in terms of demand volatility as well. And when I'm reading the press release, they've spoken about rural growth. They're saying rural growth was quite strong for the company. In terms of that has remained strong, and volume led is what is the growth that they're seeing coming in there as well. Out of home consumption also has continued to deliver a rapid growth this quarter as well. All in all, good numbers have come in from Nestle this time around. Commentary is also highlighting at least some bit of a softness coming in some of the commodities.
Right, Vinny, thanks for breaking it down for us, and Preeyam as well for giving us your assessment on the earnings. Yes, indeed, that's Nestle. After that initial spike, the stock has flattened out. Not only just flattened out, now at the lowest point of the trading day, down a decisive 0.5% in trade. But let's move on then and hear it out from Sanjeev Prasad.